All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Reader. So I'm almost gonna do this like a live. I haven't made a video in a while, and I do apologize, but I've got a big list of tickers here I want to look at. I've got a bunch of normal ones that we look at. I've got some actual decent normal ones that look all right, and I do think that those are worth our eyes tomorrow. And then really what I've been trading recently has been a bunch of random silly tickers, and I'm buying very, very little amounts. I think it's just to like fill the gambler in me, you know what I mean? But it's tough trading right now. And I mean, this is the S&P 500. This is QQQ. The same thing's happening, right? When this was bouncing on the 8 like a champion and just going up and up and never losing it, I mean, everything was making money, right? Everything was going up insane double-digit numbers, right? Great things happen over all the moving average. You break all 5 and you fly. You better believe that includes the index, right? So they were both smashing, and we can see what has happened, right? We go under. We definitely tried to recover. Man, we tried to recover twice, and you can see it with QQQ as well. We tried to recover with the doji. We actually gap up a little bit over the 20 moving average too. I mean, they both tried really hard, but close down here, and eventually you see the drop down there, right? So it seems like both have actually, we're looking at SPY, but it's the same thing. Both have now confirmed that loss of the 8 and the 20, and we're coming up to the 50 moving average, right? What is happening is war headlines, right? And that's definitely what's driving some uncertainty. There was a lot of I don't want to use the word certainty, right? But there were established peace deals that it seemed like no one was breaking. And hey, I live in the US, news is westernized, and I have no idea what reality actually is sometimes, right? But there were no crazy headlines, and that's all the market actually cares about, right? All of a sudden, especially over the last, 24, 48, maybe 72 hours, things have kind of started to go upside down, and hey, the market is noticing it, right? So that's what's happening. And again, remember, when we get back over the moving averages, when we get back over, 750 on SPY, when we get back over, what's this number right here? Oh, wow, almost the same number, 730 on QQQ. When we get back over both of those numbers, great things will happen, right? That's the assumption. Kind of seems like we're going to come to the 50s, see what it bounces on, and go up from there, hopefully, because that's a good support. Otherwise, each has their line down below, right? I will easily say a good Trump headline can erase everything and flip this thing right back into the positive, right? So, inflation was a little high. I think I saw that jobs were a little better. Look, those are kind of more macroeconomic things that I really look at and know, right? So I don't want to say some uneducated things there, but overall, I think these war headlines are driving losses of key moving averages. All right, so that's basically what's happening in the world right now of the indices, right? Let's start getting into some tickers. And we'll start with FCEL. Look, these are in absolutely no order, right? But man, I thought we were going to break this 24 and just start climbing and continue climbing, right? But it's almost a mirror of QQQ, right? I think it kind of starts a little bit earlier. Not really. Actually, it basically starts right here on the 6.3 as this thing declines. FCEL, you can see pretty much on 6.3 is when the decline starts, right? And when good things happen on QQQ, it magnifies, right? Like this thing went from $8 to 24. That's a 3x run right there, right? QQQ by no means made a 3x run, but it magnifies, right? So that exponential up, you can start to see that exponential down flip side, right? This thing has now gone from a quick 24 to basically almost down to half, right? Not exactly half. 12 is going to be half, and around that 50%, around that 50 MA line, you're starting to get there. But that same exponential up is starting to hit a lot of these tech stocks, right? So if if NASDAQ, if QQQ get back over their respective numbers, you can kind of see it's the same moving averages on this thing, right? So will this. If NASDAQ comes down to the 50 moving average, so will this, right? These lower indicators aren't great, and you're going to kind of see on this video, I'm going to ignore a lot of the lower indicators. Right now, it's all about the moving averages, and more importantly, it's about the respected index, right? Most of these are tech, so it's really going to be QQQ, NASDAQ focused, right? But again, if you're looking at like banks and credit cards and this and that, you're going to look at Dow Jones, et cetera, right? So FCEL looks like this. TE is looking just a little bit rougher, but end of the day, it's kind of the same story, right? On this 6-3, it starts to decline. We are below the 8 and the 20. The lines don't quite line up here, but yeah, it kind of seems like this thing's about to head to 680, give or take, right? If we lose 680, the next place would be 560. If QQQ turns around, we will get back over this 990 line and head back up, right? So this was a good run, right? It was a nice run. It went from the 6s to basically near 12. Like, come on now. It's a beautiful thing right there, right? It's just we're now below the lines on the index. We're below the lines on the stock, right? I talked about this one a little bit on the Discord and Twitter. So I was watching BBAI and SoundHound. That's the next one I'm going to cover. There were some rumors that Trump wanted to invest in some AI stocks. These were some of those AI stocks that I started to watch. Unfortunately, it just kind of seems like right now the NASDAQ is really driving a lot of these, right? So same exact words, right? This one actually seemingly starts a day before, but from 6.3 onward, we've been down. We are now below all 5 moving averages, right? Those last couple stocks still had some moving averages below as support. We never escaped. We're now potentially below, and a fall to 320. That green could be a bad red down to 322, and you can actually see the accompanying lines after at 250 and below, right? So this is worrisome. This really needs to regain this 410 line at the minimum. Probably needs to regain like 425. Otherwise, 325 seems very realistic right here, all right? As we look at SoundHound, oh man, this one makes me real worried about BBAI. This has fallen below all 5. This has fallen to the next line down. And oh man, no, I at least have another line. 4 is not the next line. Where are you? And you're almost half of that. Yeah, I got to take this line. All right, it seems like 6 is probably the next. Man, I feel like it's a little closer to that. I feel like it's 575. I think anywhere between 6 and 575. Again, you know I'm not here for perfect, right? But again, this has me really worried about BBAI because I wasn't sure if we were going to lose it and fall to the next resistance, right? SoundHound, same sector. Sectors tend to do the same thing. Fell below, came to the next one, and is kind of staring at the next one already, right? So this is troubling. I actually wouldn't, again, there's different traders. Some people would like the trade back up to the lines. Personally, I would like the trade over the lines to the next one, right? But different ways to win in the market. Right now, this at least seems troubling until we see some recovery on NASDAQ. SOFI, I've been watching this one. I actually really thought that we were going to take off right here. I thought we were going to take off right here. Very, very much the opposite of what the indices have been doing, right? Actually, in a little bit of a way, very much, not even, I would even say that Dow Jones did better than SOFI, right? So very much an odd outlier. And I don't know if this earnings right here was just that bad. I have no idea. I didn't listen to it. Obviously, there was another recent earnings, and that's at least kept us flat. It didn't make us go crazy, right? But I'm surprised. Nonetheless, where are we at right now? We're holding the 50 moving average. What was an escape attempt, is actually pretty much now starting to turn into this like oscillation, right? And yeah, it does look like this 1560 line is a pretty good line as well, but you know me, I always give these computer generated lines a little more than my little simple clicks, right? So it seems like we're following the 50. And it kind of seems like the 50 is stabilizing and maybe even trying to start to go up. Right? Like this was super down. That's a little more flat. And like I said, I don't know if it wants to, head on up, right? But I'm watching the 50. At some point, this 100 is going to come into the orbit, and the 100 will probably be a little stronger than the 50, but for now, the chart is saying watch this, all right? I don't love horizontal trading. I always say if you're going to be in a horizontal stock, just put your money in the bank. It's a lot less stressful, you know what I mean? But horizontal is not bad, especially as we look at these other things diving, right? So I would really like this thing over 1725, okay? I love this thing over, like, no, because this thing's still coming down. I think that's still too high a number. Let's lower this. Let's take that there. I really love this thing over, you know, realistically, it's probably going to be down here a little closer to 1775. I'm just kind of guessing the trajectory of that line, right? But for now, we're going to use 1840. Get me over 1840 and we fly to 22 right there, all right? What's next? You know, it's funny. I'm surprised Plug isn't doing some like silly stock stuff, you know, but in a lot of ways, this did very, very well when QQQ was doing well. And it now kind of seems like we are not doing well as it's doing bad, right? And in a lot of ways, this is an energy play, right? So we saw FCEL and TE in the beginning. This thing's pretty much mirroring it, right? I'm disappointed we're under the 50 moving average, right? The NASDAQ isn't that low just yet. FCEL isn't that low just yet, but this is obviously way, way close to that 100 moving average. And it kind of seems like this 254 line is probably where this thing's going to come next. I'd probably want to get back around this line. You can arguably say 325, but yeah, around 325 or 340. That's really where I'd want this to be before I re-enter. When I look at IREN, look, I thought we were going to break 66, head to that 72, and then all-time high. Clearly didn't happen. Seems like we're coming to 48. That should be a good support because we do have two moving averages right there, right? I really want this thing to get over 60.25 before I'm a buyer, okay? CIFR, super disappointing here. This thing was dancing on the golden line, trying to take off even there, but now seemingly not, right? So kind of seems like 1970 is next, maybe even the 1765. Get back over this 2370, and that's going to be some good trading right there, right? So that right there was my list of just the normal ones that I wanted to go over real quick. There's three I quickly want to flash. So AMC, this is worth our eyes tomorrow. Trying to escape, and that's a decent back-to-back today. MACD is positive, RSI is still a very healthy 67. Volume's been good, and we haven't had any crazy volume. Make me believe that we've escaped. Make me believe we're going to climb this red, green, and yeah, I think the volume will come here, all right? 304 is the target. That's a 50% move from this $2 that we're at right now. Watch AMC tomorrow, okay? Hood. I wanted this to close a little better, but trying to escape, holding, trying to escape, kind of holding, right? I really wanted this thing to close around 90.22. I think that's probably my money line going into tomorrow. Arguably, you can say that this is a money line. 88.23, again, pending your risk reward tolerance, right? But make me believe that we're going to go to the 200 moving average. That's a 103, 104 target right there, which is not too shabby. And then VELO. This actually had some decent news. This has a nice technical bounce on a good support on that 50 moving average. Volume's been nice back to back. Lower indicators look good. It is red over green on the MACD, but I like the RSI. I like the number, and hey, MACD is at least positive, not negative, right? So this volume's probably my favorite thing down here, right? So VELO, I like it, and it actually looks like it wants to head into all-time highs right here, right? So keep an eye on these three. And then, like I said, I've been trading some silly things, right? Look, this is HXHX. It's trying to do some silly things. It's over all the moving averages. This thing's either going to fly up here to like this 150 little horizontal point right here, or we're probably going to drop to 69, if not maybe even as low as 53 right here, all right? DOGZ is another one. Again, we're trying to escape. Hopefully we'll head on up to this 180 something, and then my goodness, if that breaks, right, you can see it. Otherwise, this thing's going to head on down to 106, if not probably down to 97, if not lower, right? So this is essentially a doji, and hey, either we pump and dump, or we hold and some interesting things happen, right? This was another one. I was watching this one during this pop right here. This is one that I do keep in my back pocket. It looked like we were going to get over the 8 moving average. We tried to hold the 8 moving average. I'm a little disappointed that we're under it right now. Make me believe. Get me back over 40 cents, and I think this becomes a must watch again. All right, so there's a lot of silly tickers happening, and that's kind of what happens when the indices do bad, right? People look at silly things. Hey, SpaceX IPOs tomorrow. That's probably going to get a lot of attention, so keep an eye on that, all right? Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your opinions. Even if you disagree, oh, I appreciate you so much.